Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know why I'm out here. It's the morning walk with Flash. Flash, come here, boy. Come here, boy. I don't know why he hates that camera so bad. Boy, good morning. Come on, boy. Good morning. Morning, Portia. And I think this says abstract with a Q, though. Morning, morning. Give it a couple seconds. I'm starting late. I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing these every morning, but my schedule's kind of kicking my ass a little bit. Good problem to have, but it is starting to get to me. Portia, you and the hubby, I'll be in Birmingham July 31st through August 1st if y'all want to pull up to the show. Yo. Pull up. Oh, man. Morning. Come on in, y'all. I know what this is. My morning walks with Flash and it's raining, which sucks. Flash. I don't know why he knows what the camera is. He really hates it. Like every time I put the camera on, he takes off running. It's weird. I don't know why he does that. All right, man. Let me do this one faster than usual. I usually try to wait for more people to come, but today is it's raining like hell, and I don't want to be out here that long. All right, so today's topic is stop letting hurt people keep you hurt. I came up with this topic today. I know y'all probably seen the thing that's trending where Wendy Williams, she really ruined this special moment that I Am Tabitha Brown had online. If y'all don't know who Tabitha Brown is, she has she's a high up influencer. I think she has 4 million followers, but she's just really positive and really genuine, and she gets on every morning like spreading positive light and trying to be helpful to everybody, and just really positive, almost like a motivational speaker, man. But she really speaks from a really you can tell her energy levels and spirituality is really high. But she just announced after 15 years of struggle and starting her business, basically she was able to tell her husband to kind of stay home and open up his own I guess it was a nonprofit, and then deal with their kids. And she did it in a real special way. He held me down while I was trying to chase my dreams, so now I want to hold him down while he chased his. And it was, the way she said it was just really nice. She just like, I just appreciate him so much. He let me chase my dreams for 15 years, so now I want him to chase his. I got enough, I make enough with my influence and to make sure that we're good for a lifetime or whatever. Come on, boy. Come on. I don't know what the hell he just saying in the woods, but he jumped like a scared cat. But so Wendy plays it. And let me tell you how genuine what she said was. Wendy plays it on her show, and the crowd started applauding. Everybody like, oh, that's so sweet, that's so sweet. And Wendy goes, that ain't gonna work. I tried that. Their marriage they'll be divorced in no time. And I just thought that was the most hateful thing I had ever seen her do. I mean, she's done some pretty messy, gossipy stuff, and that's what made her famous, and that's pretty dope. But for her to just on national TV, I'm talking about the woman, Miss Tabitha Brown's message was so heartfelt that the crowd started applauding, and Wendy Williams just shot it down like, they ain't gonna work. They ain't gonna work. So here's my thing, and this is why I chose the topic: stop letting hurt people let you remain hurt. Because when Wendy posted her stuff online, then you seen the women in there like, yeah, girl, that's right, you better tell her, girl. And I'm just like, Wendy, you hurt. You're hurt. You just went through a terrible divorce. You just did a movie about it where you probably had to rehash and relive all those feelings while you watched it in remembrance. Come on, boy. Come on. Let's go. I said, how you going to be out here trying to tell somebody how their marriage going to go? This is my thing with hurt people. When you be hurt about a marriage or a relationship, you're just hurt about something one person did to you. That's not life. Every person in a relationship doesn't feel the same as you. Every person that's in a relationship don't have the same idea as you. They're not gonna have the same emotional battles that y'all have in y'all household. So you can't just spew your hurt onto other people. And then we're in this society where we think anybody with a lot of followers is just on it. Like they're just so intelligent. It's some dumbasses with a lot of followers. Plenty of them. We see celebrities do stupid shit all the time. So that don't make them the most intelligent people. They just got people following them, and that's okay. Blind lead the blind all the time. That happens. That's not uncommon. But for somebody that's hurt to be out here trying to spew that hurt, and you got such a big and impactful influence on the world. It's so many people like eating out of her hands. And then this lady does something magical with her marriage of probably over 20 years or whatever, however long she's been married. And then you just, I mean, like to the point where you took your crowd for a loop. They were in shock. Like, I want y'all to find the clip. It's on Shade Room today. They were like, oh, what? What do you, because like when she said that she was like retiring her husband to let him chase his dreams, everybody was clapping and Wendy just poked a hole in it with her hurt. She's spewing her hurt on the other people. And that's a common thing. I'm not just going to pick on Wendy. That happens online all the time. All of y'all know a life coach that's miserable. All y'all know a person that's a financial advisor that's broke. All of y'all know somebody that's a relationship coach that's single. You know, all these different things. It happens all the time. I know some life coaches that ain't shit behind the closed doors. They're just really good at talking, speaking well in public. They're really good at typing up the perfect post. They're good at the logistics of doing those things, but their heart and spirit don't match. It's a lot of mean girls that are life coaches. It's some mean ass girls out here, and y'all know it. I'm not just attacking. Just like Derrick Jackson was out here for guys. Well, he's out here for girls too. Like look how many people just lived on every word that he said. I mean, every dude could throw up if his woman forwarded him a message that Derrick Jackson wrote, because dudes know dudes. The way he was talking, I know exactly what kind of Negro this is. But I'm not finna get on here and try to expose him. You know, it ain't my place. But when women were just like swearing by him and he was selling out clubs and selling out little stage theaters to talk his crap, I'm like, this dude is trash, just like any other dude that's trash. But dudes didn't get caught up in it as much as women did. So that's why I'm spewing with women. Like, don't let these hurt women keep you hurt. You know, I'll tell you, one of the biggest misconceptions with hurt women sometimes is not letting stuff go. How many of y'all know somebody that's still mad with the dude they broke up with in college? Or the dude they broke up with in their first corporate job when they were 22, 23, 24. And here they are 30-something, 40-something, 45, 50, and single, and saying all men are trash. How do you know? Your college boyfriend acted like a college student. Your first job boyfriend, he acted like a 24-year-old. And now every man is trash. That's insane. Now, everybody knows women are way better at relationships than men. I'll never take that credit from women. Y'all are very much so better at relationships, more nurturing, more understanding, more forgiving, any day. But there's one thing that y'all can take from men about relationships that y'all need to keep and pass on and spew this on. Men let stuff go. Once they out of it, and they move on. And that's why you see those women that'll be mad with the dude they dated 5 years ago. Still mad with him, still roast him every time they get drunk, bring him up, stalk his page, say this, that, and the third. And this dude be done moved on, got married, had children, and gone on with his life. Dudes let stuff go. When the breakup happens, they let it go. I wish women would embrace that. I'm so tired of seeing so many people hurt about something that happened so long ago. And then they get out here and get in positions to, like Wendy. Girl, you the last person that need to be online giving somebody some relationship advice. You still hurt. And I'm not saying you don't know some great stuff. You were married for a long time. You do know some stuff. I give you credit. You got you're seasoned. You're old enough. Or you were married for long enough to do this, that, and the third. But to just disregard somebody else's marriage because of a decision they chose to make as a couple because of how yours went. Nobody's marriage is going to be the same. And you got too many followers to be out here this woman, Tabitha Brown, man, this speech she gave about her and her husband was like, it was heartfelt. It was awesome. I'm talking about really, really sweet, really, really nice. And then for Wendy, just kick her down like, girl, he gonna cheat on you, and he gonna do this, and that don't work, and blah, 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 blah. And, I mean, just like, how evil is that? You think every marriage gonna be like yours was? Anybody that thinks that is one selfish, conceited bastard. That's male or female. Like, nobody can sit here and think that all their marriages is gonna be the same. It's just like, I go back to the college sweetheart scenario. Like, it's a lot of women that be married with a college sweetheart, and they never really recover from it. But I'm like, if you're 40, you can't still be married with your college sweetheart. You can't be. You've moved on and you dated and you've had some fallouts, and you still take it back to him. That's insane. And then a lot of times when I see a lot of women saying men are trash, they don't even have enough experience in men to know if they're trash or not. You go out here, you date a dude for a couple of weeks, it don't work out, then you're upset. Here's the myth of that. If you go out with a dude for a couple of weeks and he don't give you the communication that you need, the affection that you need, he don't give you the stuff that makes your heart flutter, that's not the dude for you. You can't, every time you have a good time or a good first 2 or 3 dates, get hopeful. Enjoy the dating process. Enjoy dating. Enjoy getting to know each other. Enjoy sitting down having conversations. Enjoy, learning the ins and outs of them. And then see where it goes. You got to stop having a couple of dates that are awesome, and then you get hopeful. Then you start telling your homegirls, oh, girl, man, he took me here. He spent this much money, and, oh, girl, he's so nice and respectful. Like, okay. Stuff like that need to be consistent. It's got to be consistent. It can't be no 1 or 2 dates, and then, I think he might be the one. Like, that's just stupid. That's just insane. And then if it don't work, I have a lot of people call me like, well, I mean, he was texting me a lot, then he stopped. I said, okay, that means he ain't trying to talk to you like that. I mean, in the beginning, we was dating a lot, and now we don't do nothing. That means that's how he is. Well, he used to be real affectionate, now he not. Well, he never was, really. Anybody can put on a facade for a short period of time. Anybody can do that. They just got to listen to you. Especially when you're spewing what you don't like about your last relationship. That's another key advice. If you start spewing everything that your last person didn't do to the new person, all they're going to do is take mental notes. Okay, he didn't rub your feet. Boom, I'm going to rub your feet. Oh, he never planned date nights in the middle of the week. Boom, I'm playing date nights in the middle of the week. Oh, he didn't rub your back. Boom, I'm going to rub your back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he didn't cook for you. Boom, I'm going to cook for you. Oh, he didn't send you flowers to work. Boom, I'm going to send you flowers to work. All you're doing is coaching him on how to treat you in the beginning. Now, you have to explain those things once y'all start dating. Yes, you have to absolutely make them understand your love language. But if you get with a new guy and you start telling him everything that your last dude didn't do, he's going to be the exact opposite of your last guy. So hold some of that stuff in. Now, if those you just got here, we're talking about stop letting hurt people keep you hurt. I basically got this topic from something Wendy Williams did to Miss Tabitha Brown this morning. She just roasted her because Tabitha Brown is a high-up influencer. She's doing really well, and she did a post about, retiring her husband early and letting him start his business because he funded her dreams for 15 years, and now she won't give him the same opportunity. And Wendy played the snippet on her show. I mean, to the point it got the crowd so engaged, like they started clapping like a round of applause. And then Wendy just roasted it, like, girl, that ain't gonna work. I tried that with my husband, and it goes like this and goes like that. And I'm saying to that, it's like people with big platforms have to be careful when they do stupid stuff like that. When you still hurt from what happened with your marriage, and now you're trying to spew it onto anybody else that does anything similar to your marriage because it's a trigger for you, because you're still hurt, you haven't healed. I tell people, like, they be so quick to try to look happy versus trying to become happy. That's the difference. Stop trying to look happy, man. Like, get your shit together. Look in the mirror, point at you. And I'm telling you, and I tell people all the time, this is the falsest thing ever. Nobody's happy all the time. Nobody. Don't let no influencer, don't let no life coach, don't let no counselor, don't let nobody fool you. Nobody's happy every single day. So we all have to look in the mirror and check ourselves every now and again. I had a bad time in May. My calendar was dry in May. I mean, it was the driest I had seen it in a long time. I mean, since the quarantine. I got stressed. And then boom, I let it go. I started meditating. I started walking. I stayed quiet. I wasn't out here griping and being pissed and this, that, and the third. I was like, man, I got to get this thing better, right? Start praying on it. Start walking. Start enjoying little stuff. How good the weather was, my family time and, the couple of events I was going to. I was enjoying them for the moment. And that was me checking me like, bruh, just don't carry all this weight around every day. And don't let everybody think they're going to be like this, right? And then I moved past it. And now the calendar's filling up. I'm almost full through August. And I'm talking about starting back like the last 2 weeks of May through August. And now I'm emceeing the pregame for the Hawks. But that was because my mental stayed strong. I didn't just fall apart. I didn't crumble. Now, back to this hurt people. Don't stop letting hurt people keep you hurt. Stop letting people with bigger followings make you think they're the most intelligent people online. It's a lot of people with big followings that are dumbasses. And I'm not attacking anybody in particular, but it just happens. And, but society makes it seem like, the person with the bigger following got the bigger bark. That's not true. That's not true at all. There's some people with 4, 5, 6 million followers that be spewing a bunch of stupid shit on here. And they got people that believe in stupid shit that will follow them. And that's why I was like, stop letting hurt people keep you hurt. You got somebody with a big ass following telling you how to live your life and they stupid as hell. Now you finna be doing some stupid as hell stuff. You got to start making your own decisions and take accountability for what's hurting you. You know, especially with relationship hurt. You have to take your own accountability. I had a bad relationship. Everybody knows I'm transparent about it. That ended in 2013. But even with that, as bad as she was as a person in that time, I'm not saying she is now. I don't talk to her no more. I don't know what she's up to. But even now, I look back on it and I was like, some of that was my fault because I chose the wrong person and I didn't date her long enough. So I took that into accountability for myself. Sometimes, like, I wish some women, when they have these heartbreaks, sometimes think about, evaluate yourself. Did you see small red flags? Did you date them long enough? Did you ask them enough questions? Were you having tough communication? You know, it's easy to have the, oh, you look good today. Oh, let's go out today. Oh, you so pretty. Oh, you sexy. You know, those conversations are easy. Oh, hey, pretty girl, how you doing? Hey, queen, what's up? Hey, king, what's up? You know, how y'all do? Whatever. Those are the easy conversations. It's like, hey, man, you know, what makes you upset? What stresses you out? Good morning, Two Fly. You know, how's your credit? Where do you want to live? How many kids do you want to have? How many times you like to have sex a week? You know, how are your parents? What was their relationship? You know, what do your parents think about us dating? You know, those tough conversations. You know what I'm saying? Are you happy? What makes you unhappy? Do you like everything that I'm doing for you thus far? You know, having those tough conversations, we overlook those because we get so caught up in the cuteness, and you know, can't wait to post some social media pics and videos and all this stupid stuff that really don't matter, that ain't gonna save you when you get in the trenches. You know, I tell people another question that people don't ask: who's your go-to person when you're low? You need to know who that is. When you're dating somebody, you need to know who their go-to person is, because that's who they're gonna talk to when y'all in trouble. Men and women, I tell both of them that. Who you gonna talk to when y'all low? You dating a new women, you dating a new guy, guys, you dating a new lady. You need to know who they talk to when y'all low. Because I don't care what they say. I don't tell nobody my business. I don't tell nobody my business. That's a damn lie. When you get low, they got somebody they're going to talk to. And you need to know how that person thinks. Because that person going to be the key to your relationship. See, me, I got that analogy from when my first marriage ended. I started meeting who her go-to people was after we broke up, you know, after they fell out, after they stopped being friends, and then they start calling and confess all these things, which is hilarious because then it shows like y'all knew this stupid shit while we were together. But you thought it was cool while y'all was cool, but now y'all not cool. Now you want to call me and confess years later, and that's stupid. But now I realize these are the kind of people she was talking to. You talk to people that were being cheerleaders while you were being stupid versus people that were like, hey, what the hell you doing? That don't make any sense. You need somebody around you like, it's like even with people that spew stupid shit on their Instagram pages or in their Facebook statuses. You ain't got no real friend that'll call you like, hey girl, you probably shouldn't put that up. Hey dog, you probably should take that down. You need accountability. You need to date somebody that has accountability partners. Friends, family members, whatever. And I ain't talking about their parents. That's the worst. People got to stop thinking their parents can be their counselors. Your parents got married in the 80s. Life has changed. Life has evolved. There's new stuff in your marriages and your relationships that your parents didn't have to experience. You know, my fiance's parents have been together for 40 years. And you talking about people that's been married that long, they didn't even start marriage with no social media. They started with no cell phones. They started with no internet. Stuff has changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my grandmother, her and my grandfather were married for 40 years. And they both died without ever having a computer in the house. Never had a computer in the house. Never had a flat screen. Never had a touch screen phone. All the phones, the newest phone they had was one of those little box Nokias. The ones you could change the cover and make it different. So stuff has changed. So stop thinking your parents can be your counselors, because they can't. Now, I want to send this to women. Like, you going through a breakup or you going through a divorce. Don't go hooping and hollering to your single friends who out here having bad dating experiences. Look at that combination. You going through a bad breakup of, like I say, you've been dating a guy a couple of years, or a bad divorce. And then you split from that person. And then you go and hang with your homegirl who out here dating. And every date that she go on, she running the dude off. But she don't know that she's running the dude off. And now y'all get together. Guess what y'all got? Double the hurt. Ain't nothing out here, girl. These niggas trash. Girl, I got married. Marriage is trash. Boom. Now y'all together talking about everything trash. So what's the end game? What is the end game if both of y'all gonna get together and spew that everything is trash? Your homegirl out here dating, the dating game is trash. You just got to have a bad relationship or a guy have a bad marriage, and that's trash. Now y'all get together and y'all go to Cancun together and take pictures and do Instagram videos in the pool half naked, twerking, smacking on each other's ass, and then everything trash. What's the end game? What's the end game? There is no end game, because you gotta stop letting hurt people keep you hurt. One of the best accolades I have, I'm gonna talk about it. Oh yeah, the Katie Bo Show starts back Monday, so I start those will start posting on my page again. We're coming back Monday, July the 5th, so those will start posting within the next 2 weeks. But one of the things I want to tell people about stop letting hurt people keep you hurt is you have to know what the end result is. You have to know what can come next. All right, you're dating and it's not working out because you're run the dude off, talking too much, too materialistic, or you're just dating dudes that you're not compatible with. And that's okay. But if that doesn't work out, you can't be like, okay, let's say this. All right, so I give you a scenario I used with a buddy of mine the other day. So I called him a reverse church girl. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I wasn't diminishing him, calling him a woman. I said he was the reverse church girl. Let me tell you what that term means. So a lot of times, women that are in the church really heavy, like she's the choir director, or she's, she speaks, or she does the youth, or she's over the programs. Now, not all, and I'm not saying all, so don't take this and run with it. But sometimes women that are in the church heavy don't really want a dude that's in the church heavy. They want to get a dude that's kind of there, but not all the way there, and then convert them later. And I'd be like, that's not fair. You're already in a dating pool that's not your type. If you're going to be the type that's going to be Bible thumping, and you're going to be choir rehearsal Wednesday, deacon and evangelist meeting Thursday, prayer warriors meeting Friday, set up for the church picnic on Saturday, at church for both services on Sunday, you kind of need somebody on that same wave pattern. You can't be that girl, and then you go get a dude that you met at the bar when you just happen to be out with your homegirl. They done pulled you into a birthday dinner at some restaurant, and you met some cute guy at the bar, and then you find out, oh yeah, man, I go when I can go, I do what I do, you know what I'm saying? And then, but you think he's attractive, and then you find out he has a nice job, and then now you date him, and then y'all are flirty, and oh, you cute, he cute, she cute, and then y'all are dating, and then y'all do that for a couple of months, but you're not even acknowledging that, you realizing that he don't go to church the way you go to church, he don't pray the way that you pray. He don't hang out the way that you hang out. You on the weekends want to watch movies and eat popcorn. He want to go to the bar with his boys and watch the game. Now you're ignoring that, thinking you're going to convert him to your way and your wave pattern, and you're wrong. You're not going to change that guy. That's who he is. Same thing. So else I tell my buddy, he's like that. He's the choir director, and he's the drama director, and he's he's the same thing, but he wants a girl that's not like that. And I'm like, so people that think like that, you're doomed before your relationship pattern starts, because you're picking from the wrong pools. Yes, you do not have to be identical in the person that you date, but y'all do got to have a lot of similarities. You have to. Like, I'm going to give you an example. My fiance right now, we are Marvel nerds, Marvel comic nerds, DC nerds. I needed that. Like, Black Widow comes out next Sunday. We've already planned what movie theater we going to, what we going to eat, what we wearing. Like, it's exciting because we think on that same wave pattern. Like, it wasn't even like a question. When I remember we were sitting down watching the game when the trailer played for the first time. We was like, oh, we going Friday or Saturday. It was instant. You know what I'm saying? It was instant. But you need somebody on that kind of pattern, like where y'all can kind of have some mutual stuff. Now, everything's not going to be the same. But you can't reach way out of your thing. It's kind of like, I simplify it. Yeah, similar interests are very important. It's like, okay, it's kind of like a Christian dating an atheist. Y'all ain't never going to be on the same pattern, because the Christian is going to always convert the atheist into a Christian, and the atheist is going to always try to convert the Christian into an atheist. That's never going to work. That's never going to work out. That's never going to be like the way it's supposed to be. It makes no sense. So sometimes with the girl that, oh, these men trash, you're picking from the same wrong pools multiple times, but you're not taking accountability that you did it. You did it. You choosing from the wrong pool, so you keep having the same kind of dates. Hell, you should know, because you're going to the same kind of places. You know what I mean? Same thing with guys. They got to do the same thing. Like, you can't be this type of dude. You want to, some mutual, I agree, but everything. Yeah, that's what I said. You're saying the same thing. So the same thing with, so you're out here picking from these far-reaching pools, and then you get mad when it keeps not working. And then here's where the letting hurt people keep you hurt. Now you out here spewing to your girls, man, these men trash. Ain't nothing out here. I've been on Tinder. I've been on Plenty of Fish. Ain't nothing out here. All these dudes trash. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you picking from the same trash pool. And if you on Tinder, you're going to pick a lot of the same type of guys. Because only a certain type of guy wants to be on Tinder consistently. Let's be realistic. You're going to attract goons. It's goons on there. They know people are on there women are on there being vulnerable. They're probably going to be easy to get out. Some of them are probably hurt, broken or whatever. So, yeah, believe it or not, some goons that go on there just because of those reasons. I hate to reveal that, fellas, but I had to put it out there. Now, can you find a diamond in the rough? Yeah, but you also can go to the gas station, buy a lottery ticket and hit. It's the same odds. It's the same odds. You can go to the gas station right now, buy a lottery ticket and win $40 million. Or you can buy a lottery ticket and it's going to be a waste of time. It's the same thing with the dating pool. You know what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. So try to stay in your range. So now back to the stop letting hurt people keep you hurt, right? So now you got that girl who's complaining, dudes are trash, and she dating like that. Then you got the one that's fresh out of a long-term relationship, who she probably married the guy too fast, didn't get to know him enough, didn't ask the right questions, didn't communicate enough. You know, a lot of people try to communicate coolly. You can't communicate cool. There is no way to communicate cool consistently. You have to communicate tough up front. Are you going to get surprised? What up, Steve? You're going to get surprised. You'll be surprised if you don't communicate fully right in the beginning. You're going to get surprised. Don't let nobody surprise you and because you didn't want to ask the tough questions or you didn't want to hurt their feelings. Listen, I'd rather be uncomfortable right now than be miserable later. And I always tell people that, like, well, my girl, like, I ask tough questions right off the back. Hey, what you think about this? How do you feel about this? How do you move with this? How do you move with that? How do you move with this? Hey, when you did this, it made me feel like this. How do you feel when I do this? You know, does this make you feel okay? You know, what happened with your last relationship? You know, ask me what happened with mine. Let's get all this stuff full out because you might hear some stuff in that tough communication that might make y'all separate. But now we get together, oh, he cute, she cute, and we just stay and we just ride out and we just riding out being cute. The being cute thing is easy. Yeah, girl, I seen some flowers to your job. Yeah, let's go out to eat on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, we can do that. All that shit easy. What about when you're not out to eat? What about when you're not in a fun environment? What about when y'all just around the house hanging out, sitting on the couch? Are y'all getting along? Are y'all having conversations? What about when y'all take a road trip? Is the road trip boring? Are y'all communicating while y'all on that road trip? Or y'all got the radio blasting? Are both of y'all on your phones? I'll be one of y'all on the phone and one of y'all driving. Like, these are the kind of things you got to pay attention to. I tell people, I did one of these a while ago. I reposted. I said, there's 3 important things you need to do when you date somebody new. All right? And this is kind of avoid some hurt. First thing, you need to figure out who they go-to people are. Right? You need to figure out who they go-to people are because that's the people they're going to talk to when y'all down. That's number one. Secondly, take a road trip. You need to take a long road trip, something like 5 to 6 hours, where y'all go somewhere, y'all ride in the car. That's going to show y'all how each other, because that's when you're thinking. It's clear, ain't no TV around, there's no distractions. Cut the radio down and see what kind of conversations y'all have on that road trip. And then the third thing, you need to ask them what happened with their ex. You need to know. You need to know how they respond to strife. You need to know what makes them run, what makes them tick, what's going to keep them triggered. Because whatever that trigger is from that last breakup is going to spew into y'all relationship. It's coming to y'all relationship too. So you need to know what happened with the last one. You know what I'm saying? You need to know. You got to know because that, whether you want to believe it or not, that past bullet they just had, that's coming into y'all relationship. Whatever just happened in their last relationship, that's going to be the triggers for y'all relationship. It sucks, but that's the facts of life. A man, you get with a woman who just got cheated on her last relationship, she's going to be a little insecure, so you have to break through those barriers. Ladies, you get with a dude, just got a girl that ran off with his money, he going to be funny with his money. You get a dude that got cheated on, he going to be insecure for a little while. You got to get through those barriers. You get a mama's boy, you got to break him away from that. You got to break him away from that, or you got to leave his ass alone because you ain't got time for it. You know, like, that's why you got to have these tough conversations up front. But stop listening to all these life coaches, man. Figure you out. The most important person in a relationship is you. It's you. So you got to look in the mirror after every breakup, after every disappointing date, disappointment in the dating process, and be like, what did I do? I told you, my ex-wife was a heifer. But I laugh about it because I took my responsibility too. Chose her too soon and ignored small red flags. So that I take accountability for. And that's another word people got to start using more freely. Normalize that. Y'all keep doing all these memes about normalize this and normalize that. Y'all listen to all these dumbass life coaches that not even happy all these relationship coaches that are freaking miserable are hoes behind the scenes, and y'all don't realize one of the most important words going to be in your relationship is accountability. And that's good accountability and that's bad accountability. There's things, even from a bad dating scenario, you can learn some things. Like I tell you what I learned from my first bad long-term relationship. I learned the things that I didn't want in my relationship, things I needed to know before I got into another one. But I was not here spewing hurt. You know, even after breaking up with her, I wasn't gonna be out here telling people like, man, relationships are trash. No, my last relationship was trash, and now it's time to find another one. And then I'm gonna leave y'all with this because it's starting to rain a little harder. I tell people, you have to look at being in a happy relationship and a relationship ending because it's not giving you what you want. You have to treat those two things with the same energy. They have to be 50-50. Being in a good relationship is great. But you get somebody that's not getting what you want, you have to leave, that's also great. Because you need that person to move out the way so you can get the person you're supposed to be with. Stop looking at, oh man, I gotta get back out here. Oh, I gotta date again. Why? Does that matter? You was with the wrong person. What's the other result? Stay with somebody that's not feeding you the way you need to be fed? Staying with somebody that's not treating you the way you need to be treated? Staying with somebody that's gonna keep making you hurt for the same thing over and over and over and over? That's bullshit. Treat them with the same energy. Listen, love my girl to death, okay? But we got to a place where she wasn't feeding me the way I need to be feeding, or she started being disrespectful and made me feel hurt over a period of time, and we had to split. I'm gonna be feeling the same way I feel right now. Yeah, there's gonna be some hurt that comes with it. Don't. I ain't trying to tell you I'm unhurt. I can't be hurt. I can be hurt. I've been hurt before, but I'm not gonna carry it. Not for no long period of time. I'm gonna give it an estimated amount of time, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. As all of you should. You got to treat them the same. And that's it for today. Saki, I hate you missed it, but I'm out of here. For those of y'all that are in Atlanta, I will be hosting a pregame party at the Atlanta Hawks Stadium Saturday, starting at 6:30, right next to gate number 2, downstairs from the Dominique Wilkins statue. And those of you that are from Birmingham, I will be at the Stardome July the 31st through August the 1st with Steve Brown. I forgot who the host's going to be, but that's going to be lit too. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will start back doing these again. I know I used to do them a lot. I'm going to start doing them again. Starting next week. It's going to be Mondays through Thursdays. All right. Y'all have a good day.